Now the Panthers bring the puck to the Penguin zone, and Dave Bolland with a long shot. Steered away by Fleury to the near side. On the ice now for the Penguins, Brandon Sutter. Eric Pouliot's out here defensively right now with Rob Scuderi. Bolland with a shot and a save made by Fleury. 5-year-old goaltender. Ekblad, only 18 years old, moves it up the left wing to Jonathan Huberdeau. And now to Vince Trocheck, Pittsburgh native. To Bukestad, a shot and a save made by Fleury, and the rebound got away from him, making his first debut here in Pittsburgh as a member of the Florida Panthers. Score! That shot eluded the glove of Luongo. Nick Spaulding will take that. It's 1-0.
And Spaulding gets that pass. There's the shot. It looked like it hit the blade of the Florida Panther out high. Right there, possibly just nicking the blade of Goodbranson. And that knuckler.
Penguins come back to center. Hornquist trying to keep it going north. And the Panthers quickly move it out. Campbell with it. One of the veteran defensemen on this Panther team. Shot by Jokinen right to the glove of Fleury. Jokinen was hit by Dupre after shooting the puck. Scott Harrington on the ice. Paired up with Letang, who carries the puck now, moves it to the left wing. Blake Como there. Goodbranson in his face. Pushed him backwards, and Goodbranson moves the puck along.
And I don't know if he's trying to throw anybody off, but it looks like the break was on the left foot.
Whoa, big hit down there in the corner. Dumoulin went down. He gets back up.
A lot of passion here in this line. All over the place, moving their feet. Great work started with Bobby Farnham. Now with Rust.
Rust with a backhander, floating it in there, and a blocker save made again by Luongo. Comes right to the stick of Spaulding. Ekblad has him covered. Spaulding sends it behind the net to Downey. Steve Downey steps out of the corner, centers down, Pouliot with a shot. He scores!
An offensive defenseman, 5 in his last 7 in Wilkes-Barre. Derek Pouliot, 8th overall, rips it over that glove hand of Luongo, who just can't find him. The width of that pass.
Florida Panthers on the power play. Here's Campbell with it. He shoots it off the goalpost. Harrington in the box for high sticking. The Panthers rank 25th with a man advantage. They want to get it going. They score too. Well, they did get it going. It was deflected in front of the net.
Pick from Huberdeau. Just catches the bottom of the blocker over the right pad of Fleury as he's looking through traffic, and he doesn't get enough of the puck. And that power play does.
Upshaw carries into the Penguin zone. Looks back. Finds his man, Bergenheim, who lost the puck for a moment. He centers it into the feet of Penguin defenseman Scuderi. Now Malkin accidentally shuffles it back to his goaltender Fleury, and he'll freeze it. He hasn't disappointed anyone, has he? Brian Rust. Derek Pouliot already satisfying us with a goal, and now Dumoulin, Pouliot, and Rust have all scored their first NHL goals. Turning shot by Huberdeau is stopped by Fleury. And a chance to add to their lead. 2-1 Pittsburgh. Here's Crosby with it now. Bobby Farnham, you got to keep your head up when he's on the ice.
Yeah, no Scott Thornton in the lineup here for Florida tonight, and I don't know who's going to reply to Farnham.
Here's Malkin with a blast, and the save by Luongo, the loose puck.
Flips service to himself, one to knock it. Look out.
Kunitz to the goal, off the goalpost, rebound Malkin. Stop, don't know what that hit. Here's Louis with it, and the whistle blows.
Double post,
Double post.
Double post. So we get the Kunitz, goal post, clearly. The second one by Malkin. And then the puck wasn't frozen dead or anything, but the referees did blow it dead right now.
After video review, the second shot hit the goalpost, no goal.
Campbell to Bergenheim. He shoots it, Fleury the save. The rebound chopped wide, and Bergenheim has it behind the net. Moves it out for Ekblad. His shot went off the heel of his stick. It pinballs around it. Scuderi tried to clear it. It comes back to Scuderi in the corner. Barkov there. Little shuffle passed through his legs, but it came right to Spaulding. He couldn't get it out. Ekblad headed in. Now it's Barkov with it, shooting it, and Fleury makes the easy save and draws a whistle. And the Panthers move it around now with a man advantage, and out to Campbell. He had to receive the pass, couldn't shoot it right away. Swings in behind the net. Scuderi just reached out, knocked it off his stick, but it's still loose at the side of the goal. Fleury finally, after a couple of whacks there in his vicinity, he's able to freeze the puck. Dupre. Didn't get a lot on it to get it out. Goodbranson able to keep it in for Huberdeau. In the slot, Bukestad for Trocheck. Fleury kicks it away from his stick, and then Trocheck got leveled in there by Dupre, and he's able to clear the puck. Didn't get it out. Branson holding it in with a good move with a glove in front of the net. Pouliot found it. Out of the right wing, and Como off his stick. Kulikov fell down. Malkin follows on. Malkin behind the net in front. Como shot of a save by Luongo. And another penalty coming up. Double minor for roughing. Bolden 2 for roughing. Olsen 2 for roughing. And now Branson 4 minutes. Malkin shoots it with a save made. Rebound. Another save made by Luongo. And Malkin in there battling for the loose puck, creating more havoc. Puck dumped in behind the net. Taken there by Fleischmann. Centered it off the paddle of Fleury. Picked up now by Brian Rust. Rust cuts to his left. Fakes. Steps in right to the goal. And it's swept away to the near side, where Rust likes to go right to the net. On the power play here, ahead to Sidney Crosby. Penguins with a man advantage. Minute 30 left on the penalty to Branson. Penguins up 2-1. Here's Hornquist with it. Crosby, Hornquist, shot. Good save by Luongo with a right pass. Crosby spins away from Kopecky. Sid to the slot, shooting, and save by Luongo. Dupre over to keep the puck in. Nice move off the wall. Dupre to Sid, and he centered it. Boy, Simon could have shot that puck himself after making a pretty play off the boards there. Here's Crosby to Kunitz, to Crosby, the shot, sharp angle, and Luongo makes the save. Get himself free, finds Kulikov, he closes in. Look for a redirect there from Huberdeau that didn't connect. Bjugstad to Branson, 21 seconds to go on the penalty, and a save by Fleury on Bjugstad. Pull the face-off again. Kulikov's shot was redirected. A little tip there, and Fleury made a good save there. They almost scored. I think that would have been after the power play had expired. Here's Crosby to the goal. Great save. And the rebound was blocked as Hornquist went to the loose puck. Como likes to turn and look back, and he does. Banks it off the boards for Bobby Farnham. Back for Como, and his shot is blocked. And Dumoulin's got to get back. This is Bergenheim. He pulled up. He looked back. He finds a man, and it's centered again. Over to the puck goes Bergenheim. Rush just cut inside on him to force the turnover. Nice play there. Here's Harrington with it.
Luongo, the 35-year-old, in his second stint here in Florida, giving his team a chance to win the game. And
here's Kunitz in front, trying to turn to the forehand. He couldn't pull it off. Back out to Malkin. Malkin with a shot, and it just missed the net. Willie Mitchell confronts Sid, but he's able to get the puck to Gino. Not much room. Still, though, popping out was Hornquist to help out. Gives it back to Malkin. And now to Letang, a drive, and it's off a stick of Jokinen and up into the netting. Pouliot racing in. Can he keep it in? He did poke it to the corner to keep it alive. Now Sutter gets on the puck. And Como got knocked down. He gets back up as Gotch goes in there to try to get control. Very physical there along the boards. Scuderi shot, and right in front of the net was Eva trying to tip one.
Farnham, he's unbelievable. He's like a heat-seeking missile out here.
He's effective, I'll tell you that. Here's Ekblad with it back to the front of the net, steered away by Fleury to Huberdeau. And that shot was blocked, and that had to hurt a little bit anyway. Oh, this Fleury backhanding it around to the right side for Rust. Rust comes ahead with Malkin. Instead, he passes it over to Como. Como drops it off. The shot by Harrington, and a glove save made by Luongo. That's a beauty there.
Yeah.
Up top, Aaron Ekblad to Campbell. Wrist shot this time, and Fleury got a piece of that. Now Campbell with it again, back to the side of the net. Huberdeau with it now. 2 seconds to go in the period. They need to get a shot away here. Shot by Ekblad off the goalpost.
I used to seeing a Penguin penalty kill without Craig Adams out there, Staggy. It's still unfamiliar for me.
I mentioned it earlier. In 319 games he went consecutively. Finally out of the lineup here tonight. And definitely missed on the penalty kill in terms of what he can do, but the Penguins doing their best to.
Markov, big kid. I got to tell you, he's so smart out there on the ice. He can turn it up when he wants to.
A steal here by the Panthers, and an opportunity now for Bolland. And down on his knees to make a defensive play was Blake Como, but a chance for Bolland again. Fleury with a great pad save on Bolland. Hornquist ended up on top of Trocheck. Puck bounces to the floor of the line. Picked up now by Crosby, swinging in and shooting up high, and a save by Luongo. Good release there by Crosby. Shot it early. Luongo had to be alert. Left wing pass now for Bergenheim. Stepping up on him with a solid body check was Letang. Puck fired wide of the net and back to the center ice area.
Into the glove with that puck.
Here's a chance now for Fleischmann, a big save, and another one by Fleury. And he's scrambling around, and I think he kept the puck out again on Jokinen, who may have got that puck towards the goal. Fleury maybe 3 saves there. I think the third one with his goal stick.
I don't know how he made the third one. If he did, I don't know how he made the second.
Panthers are used to this. They've been involved in a lot of tight ones. There's another one off the goalpost. Shot from the right point by Branson. That one hit the outside of the post. Back to the front of the net again. Ryan Rust sends it down the wall. Back up top now for Dupre. And a cross taken by Letang to the shot. Score! Deflected in. Sidney Crosby.
play from Dupre, fake, and then watch Letang freeze Luongo. Luongo gets locked in. Yeah, this period here, a little more up and down action, fewer whistles. Giveaway.
Crosby with it again. Looks back. Harrington shot. Luongo the save. Hornquist to the rebound behind the goal. Now Como in his own zone. And he'll flip it up to center ice. 8:40 remaining. Malkin 2-on-1 with Hornquist. Hornquist there to the goal. Luongo makes the save. And here's a chance here for Ekblad. A blast and Fleury right there to make the save on Ekblad, and no rebound out of the top of his crease.
And that was tough. It was a knuckler. That came off the stick of Ekblad.
And they'll set it up. Ekblad. Barkov with it now. Works it down low. Right to the goal goes Barkov, and he's just barging right in there on Fleury. And got pushed from behind, but Fleury held his ground to make the save. 46 shots, 1 goal for the Florida Panthers here tonight. And the Penguins with 3 on 34 shots. 2 seconds to go in the game. 1 second. Another sensational performance by Marc-Andre Fleury behind a lineup that featured some young guys.